doctors has quarrel with the state government, the ministry can put in a word for them, but we cannot order any state government to do anything. All those things that have to do with disciplinary action within the Ministry of Health will be attended to. And what we have also urged the resident doctors to do is to have some trust in the system. This is a government, a regime that has always lived up to its expectations and always met its promise, and not lump all regimes together in one box. So the pledges that have been made will be fulfilled, and I do hope that they would as urgently return to work as we would like it to be, because the Ministry of Health, as a custodian of the health of all citizens and residents of this country, will not be pleased to see this strike action prolonged, but longer than it should be. And we hope that they will understand that the fight against COVID-19 in particular, and the fight against all diseases in general, is a collective responsibility of everybody. It is not just government as a person. We as medical professionals have an obligation on our own to make sure that we protect the health of citizens. That is why we studied medicine.
Take a question from here.
It's reported that as this morning, 3 a.m., that they have paid the allowances for hazard and inducement to 31 teaching and federal medical centers and special hospitals of the federal government service. 31 of them, and they have expended close to 4.5 billion in the payment, because we are paying them for the arrears of April and May. And the payment for June will also be done immediately. These ones are sorted out. So we have expended 4.5 billion as we speak this morning for these payments. And again, it's also important to report to you that in consonance with what he's saying, we had arranged a meeting for them to speak to the Nigerian Governors Forum, because you don't mix apples and oranges. The issue of health is on the concurrent list. So the federal government will do their own, and the state governments are also expected to do their own. Some of their grievances are border on what they feel that the state governments have not done. Relatives or known even to them. So let us extend this benevolence of IP's palliative to them in terms of paying them for the months of February, which they worked for, and for the month of March, when they were on strike. President graciously approved. We now ask them, your payment is ready. Finance, pay them. Finance now, as the paymasters said, we need your BVN so that we can know that we are paying the right people. We also need your BVN because lots of you have retired and gone out of the system. So come for a validation in their different bosses' office so that we can start paying you. Some of them refused, some of them came and gave their BVN. And they paid those who have brought their BVN. It's important to also say that even with the Tango, some of their members went on to the IPs of their own volition, about 40% of them, without much hassle and much fight. So as we speak now, it's about 50% or less that have not agreed to go on IPs. But again, with magnanimity, the Minister of Finance and the Accountant General's office had an arrangement, I don't know, with the bosses, and they paid these other people through a BVN system. And those people now said, oh, that they have cloned their BVN and things like that. I don't know. I'm not an accountant, so I don't know how the money was paid. But the point is that the money has been paid to them. And so that's where we are. And we're still stretching our hand of friendship that they should come so that we shall apply the same scenario that existed during Nupenco vis-a-vis the pension fund administrator companies that they rejected initially. At the end of the day, they saw government was doing the right thing for them. So that's where we are with them. We are waiting for them so that we can resume the talk so that they can get back to business immediately. The veils are lifted for university workers to go back. Yeah.